And welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm doing a makeup look, so like a get ready with me and also a hairstyle. I wanted to show you guys like my go-to glam look. So whenever I put makeup on, like most of my Instagram pictures, this is the type of makeup that I'm wearing. I'm gonna show you like my favorite products that I like to use and like some tips and tricks that I have to like manipulate your face. It's just things that I do to like make my eyes look bigger, to make them look a bit longer. How I do my nose contour, and also like lips, how to make my lips look a bit bigger. And then I'm also going to show you guys how I did this little cute hairstyle with this wig from UNice Hair, and that'll be towards the end. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. And enough of me talking, let's just get right into the video. Okay, so I just went ahead and did my brows off camera and also like my color correcting because that just takes too long. And it's pretty much the same. I've got that all covered up, and now we can move on to foundation. So for my foundation, I'm still really liking the Nars foundation. It works perfectly for me. So yeah, I'm going to apply a couple pumps of that. Usually 2 is good. And I'm just taking my e.l.f. foundation brush and I'm going to put that everywhere. I tend to not put any on my forehead, like if I, just in case I'll go lightly, but that's okay. Okay, and we have the foundation on. Now for concealer, I like to use Warm Honey still. It just works perfectly for me, and I feel like I don't need to switch it up if it's still working, you know? And I always like to apply like the concealer on the sponge before like I go on my face, because sometimes like when it's wet, especially if there's no product on it, it'll just automatically start like picking up the product as soon as you touch your face, and that just looks like a mess. So I'm gonna start with my forehead. And then I like to take this up here, not too much product, you know, mostly focused over here, and then also to the sides of my nose and kind of up here, so then later when we contour it's going to be easier. See that? I haven't put my like makeup on in so long. I'm like shook by how this looks. So now I like to brighten up my under eyes even more, because I like that, you know, brightness. And I'm going to be using creamy beige. So I used to use medium beige, but I kind of like creamy beige a bit more, because after like when I put the powder on and stuff, it kind of like covers up how bright the concealer is. So I like a bright concealer. And this, you just want to focus more on the inner corner. But let me put a little, and then I'll do the nose just with the sponge. And I'm gonna set my nose contour. Let me start with the forehead. So I put a little bit on the sponge, and then I just go on the bridge of my nose. Now when I blend under my eyes, you just want to focus it like in the inner corner. You don't want it to be like everywhere. it kind of defeats the purpose. So this is just gonna open this area up and brighten it up as well. So just like that. It's already like contouring my nose basically. So I really like how the base is looking. Now I'm just going to set everything with powder. And for powder I use two. So the Fenty Beauty powders. I use Cashew all over my face. And then I go in with Banana just under my eyes to give it like the extra brightness. Just make sure everything like the creases are gone. You do not want creasing. And if you feel like you have a lot of creasing, first go in with like a brush like this, like a fluffy brush, and just put the powder like right under your eyes before you go in with the sponge, if that makes sense. I'll show you as I do it. And then really quickly stamp the powder in. And now you can go ahead and use the sponge. And I don't put too much of Cashew under my eyes because I am going to go in with Banana. So I tried like the trick where you put the powder before like your foundation. I think I did it in my last makeup video, if I'm not mistaken. So it was nice for a little bit, but my skin has been like getting less oily because I'm taking care of it and stuff. So it started like flaking. Like it started not looking good anymore, so I stopped doing that. I'm just good with this way. But I guess like if I was having like a really bad oily day and I was like, you know, gonna go do something for the whole day and I can't touch up my face, maybe I would. Every time I put on powder, like on camera, I just disappear. Like, where's the dimension in my face? Non-existent. Okay, so now I'm gonna use Banana to highlight. And I'm also gonna use this as like a reverse contour. So bring it up to where like your contour would be. When you look scary like this, that's how you know you're on the right track. I don't know where my contouring brush is. I literally just looked everywhere around the house like a crazy person, but it's okay. We just gotta move on. I guess I'll just start with my nose contour because that would be the easiest right now. And I always use like a small brush anyways. So I'm using the same brown that I always use and dusting some part off. And lightly just following the shadow that I've already made on my nose. And then I also put the contour right here to give you that like elongated eye look. I've just been having like bad nose contour days like last week and stuff, so this is good. Now what am I gonna do for my contour? Let me attempt doing my contour with this. I'll go super lightly. I guess I'll have more precision. Well, that's that. Now I'm gonna just bronze my face up. And for blush, I've really been liking like a color that I use from the whatever Colourpop palette, and it's called, oh, Pass It On. It's like an orange, this one right here. It's kind of like orangey, but it's just a cute blush. It gives me like warmth and everything, but it is super pigmented, so be careful. So when you're starting to look like an Instagram filter, that's when you know you did enough. Where's my highlighting brush? Okay, I've lost so many brushes. I need to find these. Like, this is ridiculous now. And then now for highlighter, I'm using my Jouer highlighter in CITRINE. I'm just using my Morphe setting mist to set everything. Now the eyeshadow. I'm just gonna pat whatever was on my eye. So like the concealer, foundation, setting mist. Just pat it dry. And I'm not gonna use primer. I don't do primer, I don't know. But what I do like to do is I take like a nude shade. So like this one's okay. And then I just put that all over. Okay, now my eyeshadow is always really simple. I like using like a warm shade, so you can even use like the shade that I use for my bronzer. Apply that all over my lid. Now using a shade that's a bit darker, I'm just going to put that in the crease area. Now using like a more denser brush, I'm gonna grab like a yellow or a nude shade and just put that on the lid. More focused on the inner corner though. And that's pretty much it for the eyeshadow. I'm gonna get like the same shades I just used at the top and just put them at the bottom. also taking like a darker brown, so I blend like the shade I used for my crease and like a darker brown when I get closer to the lash line. And then I do like my messy wings that I always do on the outer, just to elongate my eye. That kind of situation. And then kind of like smoke it out. I don't really like perfect eyeliner. And then whatever's left, just put on my lower lash line. Okay, and now to brighten it up a little bit, like my eyes, I take like a smaller brush, and I like to switch it up. Sometimes I'll use like a toned down highlighter shade, but today I'm going to use like my Jouer one. And I just go on my waterline. Pretty much what I do for the eyes. Sometimes I'll do like a shimmer shade over here, but I'm not trying to do that today. I'm just trying to do like the elongated eye thing, and it's pretty much working. So you could do always like more brown here, but yeah, I like how this is. So I'm gonna go put mascara and then I'll be right back. Okay, so for these lashes, I actually don't know which number they are. I'll look them up and I'll put them in the description box below. But they're so pretty. Like, they're really simple, but they always like give me that look that I'm going for. So they're not like super dramatic, but they help elongate my eye shape. And you don't want to place it like closer to the to your inner corner. You kind of want to place it more outwards, and I'll show y'all. Place it first on the outside to see where I want it to go, and then put the rest on like that. And I'm just gonna do the other eye. So I've got both lashes on. So I'm just gonna do my lips, and because I do want to shape them up a bit, I'm gonna use, this is almost done, but this is my Maybelline Khol liner in the shade 410. Yeah, so it's like a darker brown than the chestnut. So I'm gonna first, let me just sharpen this up a bit more. So I'm gonna line my lips with this. For the inside, I've been liking this lip liner. It's called Annabelle Lip Liner in Nude. I actually don't know where the hell I got this, but I really like the color. I'll show you guys. It's like a pretty nude. It's pretty, right? I really like it, but I'm gonna mix my Sephora Lip Stories in number 3. I'm just gonna take some clear gloss and put that on top. Oh, and lastly, I'm taking black eyeliner and filling in my beauty marks. Okay, so now for the hair, I'm just gonna untie this ponytail. So I just took out the ponytail. This hair is from UNice Hair. UNice, right? Or UNice? I think it's UNice. So this is their 13x4 Brazilian lace front wig, and I get what they mean by that. It's not like that type of curl where it's like super spirally. It kind of looks like, you know how some people have like naturally curly hair? Like, you see this? It just looks like you have naturally curly hair. So I get that part. And this is 24 inches, so it's pretty long. And yeah, it's 150 density. And they said 13x4, but this is a pretty deep 13x4, not gonna lie. It feels like 13x6. But I'm gonna go ahead and style this. If you guys like this hair, I will put the link in the description below. So far, it's been really nice. It came like super soft. There's no like trouble with it. It was just like bleaching the knots took a bit of a, it just took some time. It like took forever to bleach the knots, but once I did it, everything was fine. But I'm gonna go ahead and style this, and I'll show you guys what I'm gonna do. So I already parted it in the middle, and you're gonna wanna like grab a section. So you wanna leave some hair. I'll wet it after and like curl it, but you wanna leave some hair right here. Like as if you were about to do like a ponytail like this, and you're gonna go up to like the apex of your head, and like that's how the section is gonna be. So like this, right? And I'm just gonna put everything else back here. I'm just gonna wet this and detangle it, and make sure you wet like the roots as well. Okay, so I like to leave a little bit in the front, so like that should be good. And now we're just gonna do a little Dutch braid. You can do a French braid if you want to, but I like the look of a Dutch braid, if you guys can see. So just braid the section that we just wet. And pull tight so it's not too loose. Now I'm just gonna braid this all the way down. And keep wetting it in case it dries fast. It's just easier to braid when it's wet. And you can like stop the braid wherever you want. I'm just gonna braid it all the way, like almost down. I'll leave like about like 2 inches of hair at the end. Leave this little bit out, so wet it, brush it, and just do like a little, you guys can see, little finger curl like that. And I'm just gonna repeat the same step. See this? It's cute. So now I'm just gonna repeat the same steps on this side. Okay, so there is both braids. I think that looks okay. And you could always, like, you know, pull on them, make them look a bit bigger. I think that should look good. And now I'm just gonna wet the rest of the hair. And after I wet the hair, I'm gonna apply my Cantu coconut curling cream, just to define the curls a bit. Okay, so now this just has to dry for it to look like super poppin'. But I'm gonna do my edges, and I'm gonna be using the Got To Be black gel. Okay, I think I'm actually done now. There is the final hair look. So that is pretty much it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you learned a little something. If you like this video, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up and comment below what other types of videos you guys want me to do. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you go ahead and do that. And yeah, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at _Delizzle. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys next time.